Hi from my platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time, you are welcome. Please, after watching this video, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. It is very, very important because it will enable you to know when I upload a new video. Here we upload videos on daily basis as it is happening. We are bringing it live and direct, undirected to you. After watching, you are free to criticize, you are free to say your opinion, but let us say it constructively. Myself, Linda, will be standing here watching this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section. I appreciate you all, my loving subscribers, followers, those who comment and share this video as we watch.
Well, it looks to me that things are in top gear for the inauguration of Bola Tinubu as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That event anticipated to commence in the morning of May 29, where President Buhari will be saying bye-bye to the presidential villa. This caught our attention as we heard today from Bola Tinubu saying he will not disappoint Nigerians, and the transition note has now been officially passed on to the president-elect. This gets our attention. I will be getting some very interesting perspective and insightful comments on what happened today ahead of the Tinubu inauguration. So stick around with me, everyone. Let's first and foremost tell you what happened today when the former CBN governor and the governor of Nnamdi State, Professor Soludo, made a passionate appeal to President Buhari for the release of Nnamdi, Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, who has been in detention for some time now. In an open letter addressed to President Buhari, Professor Soludo expressed his concerns over the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu and called for his release. The former governor emphasized the need for dialogue and reconciliation to address the root causes of the grievances expressed by groups like IPOB. Professor Soludo in his letter highlighted the importance of national unity and peaceful coexistence, urging the president to consider a more inclusive approach in addressing the grievances of marginalized groups. He stressed the need for a national conversation to address the underlying issues and find lasting solutions that promote unity and justice for all. The governor of Anambra State is written a passionate letter to President Buhari asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. These are one of the very technicalities that Bola Tinubu will have to face. So uniting the nation first, how is he going to politically do that? As those kind of conversations come up in your internal ranks?
Of course, a lot of that is going on. And if you can see his disposition since he became the president-elect, he's been reaching out to different sects, even those who feel marginalized, to say, how can we all come to the table? How can we make this work as Nigerians, having one front, one force, one focus, and one goal to develop this country? You can bear me witness that Lagos is not just any other state. Lagos has a population that is even bigger than most African countries. Of course, you know that. And if you're able to bring Lagos from where it was in 1999 to become an economic giant such that is the 5th economy in all of Africa, then he can be able to replicate same in Nigeria. But that being said, the Nigerian situation is way bigger, and of course the problems are there, and indeed the various little ups and downs are also there, and he is truly aware of this. He's been briefed, he's had several interactions with different key stakeholders from different areas of the country so far, and for him it's just to hit the ground running and ensure he fixes it.
And I'd like to know, Ms. Edo, the party APC on one hand, those who are in government on another hand, because the party is the one that is pushing the candidate forward. And the question is, your party, which promised change in 2015, the question is, have they given that change? I mean, there are billboards of when the APC put out there that they will change the status of the naira. Naira will be at a parity of $1 to 1 naira. Do you know what the dollar is right now to the naira, madam?
Sure.
How do you feel as a leader of the APC from a party that promised such miracle, and now we are nowhere?
So you can say we are nowhere.
Okay, so let me give you an understanding of where, if we are somewhere or not. If you say you are going to have a naira, a parity of 1 naira to $1, and in the parallel market is about 740 naira to a dollar. Are we somewhere? When you met it at about 200 or less.
So when you came into Nigeria or when you took over Nigeria as the party, the governing party in the country, right? And you met part of our territories, over 22 local governments in the hands of terrorists. And today, at your exit, you don't have any single part of our country under the rulership or ownership of any terrorist group. That's positive change. When he came in to government, of course, APC got into government in 2015. Every other day we had bombs going off everywhere. I cannot recall the last time I had a bomb going off anywhere in Nigeria. That's positive change.
Not because you live in Abuja.
When you
those who live in some part of the interior of this country,
well, of course,
in
we
the
have you to
northwestern
report
region
for us.
and northwestern region, you live in some part of the northeast region, they'll be wondering whether Mr. Edu, just like I said to Mr. Femi Adesina yesterday, whether you live in the same Nigeria that they live in.
Well, at least we have you to report for us. So if you're not reporting it, that means it's not happening, isn't it?
We're reporting people being kidnapped. Just today, we had there were reports of 2 of the girls that were kidnapped in Yauri by the Dongongide faction of the bandits. Being released today. I mean, these are schools that bandits went in there and took away our children. That's the sad state of security in the country.
So,
that is the country that the APC is presently giving to Nigeria.
The truth is this, right? First and foremost, Nigeria today is not where it was in 2015. A lot has improved. Our infrastructure has improved. There was no second Niger bridge and several other roads. Of course, you give it to this government. They've done a lot on infrastructure. They've done a lot in terms of even the humanitarian affairs, reaching out to people, creating different social platforms to be able to alleviate Nigerians from poverty. A lot of laws have been passed into place to help form a system.
You're touching on something that is also very sensitive. When you talk, take people out of poverty, it's under your government that is now over 50% of Nigerians are poor. In fact, 153 million Nigerians are said to be in multidimensional poverty. And that's the situation. That was not the case when you took over government in 2015. I'm asking, madam, that's your party promised Nigeria Uhuru, but now I don't know what you think. Do you think that Nigerians are happy with your party today?
Yes, I think so. I think so.
What makes you think so?
Well, the ballots, of course, have stated very clearly
with less than 40% of votes,
the feeling of Nigerians, right?
Difference from what you got in 2019 and 2015.
Like I said,
there's a decline of the acceptance by votes to your party.
Of course, there were indicators that will show that there might be a decline, but our party still won the majority of votes in the last election, and that's what I'm stating. So I'll go through a couple of things to put it in its context, right? In the last 8 years, we've gone through a COVID pandemic that has left the entire world in an economic recession. I went to UK a couple of weeks ago, and I know how much a single item on the shelf in the supermarket sold. When I was living back there in 2013, 2014, when I went to school and the rest of it, right, I knew exactly how much the same item was selling on the shelf. So when you want to constitutionalize it, you need to ask yourself, are there things that happened in this whole span of 8 years that could have affected the economy, that could have affected the response which the government was expected to give to what was going on?
Can Nigerians trust Bola Tinubu?
I bet on anything. Nigerians would plead with an Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu 4 years down the line to run for a second term.
How would your party, because there are those who are of the Christian stock in this country, because Nigeria is a secular state and such that there must be some kind of sensitivity to issues of religion. There are those who felt offended by the Muslim ticket of your party going into the ballot of 2023, and now the talks of possibility of having a non-Christian, and those who are talking about those issues. Is your party aware of those fiber that hold our country together that have been gradually peeled off because of politics?
I would want to say this. First and foremost, the Nigerian ship should sail beyond the point of religious cultural ethnicity and all of those level of politics. That's
is it
one.
Easy?
We should
is
work
it easy
towards
to say that for those who have been marginalized in terms of their ethnic stock and religious stock, when you have a Muslim president, a Muslim vice president, and there are those who are saying there will be a Muslim Senate president, a Muslim speaker,
the party
and you're asking them that they should not put. How do you hope that they will not feel marginalized?
The party has come out to zone. And it has not just zoned in terms of zoning to regions. It has narrowed down on persons. So the number 3 person is going to be a Christian. It's going to be from the South, another region that is not number 1, it's not number 2. And they've zoned all the way down, giving Christians a seat at the table. I'm a Christian and I support the party. My party has produced the first priest as a governor in the history of Nigeria.
Madam, let's close this interview. So, I mean, I'd like you to say this maybe in 10-15 seconds. Could you give Nigerians the confidence that the appellation of an Islamic party that your party in some part of the country have been quoted with, you're telling Nigerians that Nigerians will not be seeing those kind of tendency should Bola Tinubu get into power?
Of course, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a religious bigot. He is indeed one who would be for all Nigerians. If you look around him, the people who walk around him, his dear wife, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and several others, they are all Christians. Definitely, this.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.